Hi guys. I think it's 11:15. I'm still in bed. I've had a lovely morning. Don't know what to quite have for breakfast. It's cold, isn't it? Last night I fell asleep on the couch. I think I woke up about 9:30. I was hungry, so I had pack of crisps, protein bar. What else did I have? Something else. Yeah, and a banana. I'm starving, and I know I was going to bed. I probably sat up for an hour after that and fell back asleep, but it was fine. Yeah, I was hungry, so I ate. So I think I'm gonna make myself a protein breakfast. So yeah, I'm going to see. It's just nice to see the full Monty. Need to fill that up, don't I? I'm all out of Junkstables today. I feel all out of Junkstables today, guys. I don't know why. I felt a little bit, I had a bit of anxiety last night and I couldn't tell you why or what for. Well, I can't find my measuring jug. I can't find my measuring jug. Where's it gone? Yeah, I had a dead weight on my chest. Where's that gone? Why do I always lose things? Where's the doodah to it? Is it over here? Yeah. And I couldn't work out why, because I'm not really anxious about anything. But I did. Oh, there it is. So, it's there. I just rode through it, to be fair. And, yeah, sometimes we get like that, don't we? But I just let it ride. And I just thought, well, sometimes in life that's how you feel, isn't it? You just have to go with the flow. So I'm having some of this. I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit disappointed in that protein powder that I got. Because I don't really want to have to couple it with Greek yogurt, but I'm going to have to make it thick, because I've got half a bag of this left, but this is going to run out soon. And we all know that this is my go-to, isn't it, for my breakfast? This is what I have, and we all know that it gets me protein in for me, doesn't it? So yeah, I just think it's hard, isn't it, to sort of, you know, eat a little, unless you eat chicken all the time. And fish. It's just hard, I think, just like to put things together and think, yeah, I've had 100 grams of protein today. Apparently I should have 80, but, so this gives me, ooh, it's 45 grams, isn't it? There's protein. 35 grams. So yeah, I still feel a bit out of Junkstables today, but I've just spent the morning in bed with Cease, so why not? Why not? I say why not? But yeah, does anyone else get like that where you got anxiety, but you can't really work out why they're anxious? Does anyone else get like that? So I need to do 55, 10 of them. Some flax seeds as well, because I've run out. I need to grind some of them. I'm sure I've absolutely none left. I'm just being a lazy bones lately, aren't I? But I'm enjoying being a lazy bones and just being like flippant. I said that I wouldn't count calories, and I haven't. I also said that, you know, I wasn't gonna focus on how much I'd lost each week. I'm gonna have some cocoa in that. Because it is really good for you, cocoa. And I think as well, it's about getting the balance, about eating what's good for me and not depriving myself, because, you know, when I do get to the weight that I want to be at, then I don't want to be thinking, I've got to keep counting calories. I don't want to count calories anymore. But I did have a loss, that's all I'm going to say. You know, I'm not focusing on it, but because I'm on the Wegovy, I have to report to them my loss. So I did have a loss. So I'm going to have that on that. But yeah, I just don't want to be governed by calories anymore. And I think, you know, it's just because I know I still weigh, but you know, I think I just don't want to be this person that's obsessed. Can't get into the dates, guys. So, you know, and just think, if I didn't count all this week, last week, well, this week it is, isn't it? Because I go Friday to Friday, and I still had a loss. And I ate, didn't I? Oh, they're all squashed. They've been squashed in transit. Then that can only be good for me, can't it? Do you know what I mean? So, obviously, if it had got on, oh God, they're a bit squishy. And I hadn't, I'd have had to have a little think. But I think, you know, I'm trying to move away from the way I was so obsessed with, you know, having non-processed food and that. We've got to have a bit of processed food because it's just, I'm just checking that they taste okay. The top squash. But these are littles, aren't they? Sorry for talking my mouth full. Yeah, so I became that obsessed, didn't I, that I wasn't even having my protein powder anymore. You know, and Abigail said to me when I said about I hadn't been following the 80-20 rule, Abigail, my daughter, she said, I'm so glad you said that because, you know, basically I was at the point where I was scared to put something in my mouth, and I don't think that done me any good, whether it was processed. And I think, you know, we've all got to have a bit of processed food, unless you can afford to have a chef, or you're really, really into cooking, or you've got loads of time on your hands. And sometimes, what I've got to put in there, if I missed anything out, peeps, I've missed me flax seeds out, but I need to grind them, and I haven't. Look, I need to grind them because I just had a lazy week, but that's okay, isn't it? Again, I don't want to be getting obsessed with things. That's in there. I put a bit of porridge oats in, actually. And a banana. Yeah, it's important for me that I don't start going down that rabbit hole. As Abigail said, Mum, you weren't even having any processed food. And in life, it's not good becoming that fixated on something that you're not enjoying your food anymore. Do you know what I mean? Because it just becomes a chore. And that's what it had become. So, I'm going to have this and a load of water. You know we don't do water all day. But yeah, so I didn't I? I ate out. I went, well, we had that. There's a Slim Chickens. I went there, didn't I? I had chips throughout the week. Just checking because one of them was cracked. And but I put too much water in that again. That's what I keep doing. Something's wrong with it. It's not going to thicken up, is it? Is it not? Is it? Thank God it thickens up. You know, so this week I've had my protein bars, my chocolates. The only thing I've swayed away from is trying not to have so much sugar, and I think I've done well with that. That's the main thing for me because I am a sugar addict. I've had crisps, you know, so I think I'm being a bit more lenient on myself. Oh, it's thinking about it now. Gonna get some on rolled up. And that's what I want to do, you know, just be more kinder to myself whereas food's concerned, and just think, well, as long as I'm sensible and I keep away from the sugar and snacking, then basically I should be, you know, even if I lose 0.2 of a pound a week, I'm still losing all night till I get to where I am. And then when I'm at maintenance again, I'll be fine because it's not just a drastic change from me sort of taking myself from being so strict on myself to then thinking, well, I can eat again. Does that make sense? Denying myself everything that I like. Do you know what I mean? So, but life's a journey, isn't it? And we work, oh yeah, it does. We work out things as we go along, don't we? And that's what it's all about. Nothing has to stay the same. We have experiences and we learn from it. And if that didn't work, then we try something else. And even if we think at the time it's working for us, we can go back and say and change our mind and go, well, actually, that didn't work, so I'm going to try something else. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's important. I think it's certainly important for me. So hopefully, as I say, when I get to Target, I will think, well, I can just carry on as I was, as long as I don't eat loads of cakes and biscuits and all that, and that's something that I probably have to cut out of my life, maybe forever, but maybe not. Because I think once I start with that, that's when I start going down, 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 because I can't stop. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I know that's the same for a lot of people. So, but I can have my protein bars, can't I? Nothing wrong with them, is there? So, you know, I'm down to just put a spoonful of flax seeds in, but I'm going to grind some, you know. I'm going to come back in a minute, hold on. So, yeah, it's just that I've just took a video of them grinding that I'm going to put in because I think it's dead therapeutic. You might not, but I want you to see it anyway. But yeah, I think it's, you know, that I've learned from it that that didn't work for me. I'm glad I did it, don't get me wrong, because it was, you know, I haven't got a lid. It, you know, it got all the weight off me, but I've realised now that to be that drastic about something, and to deny yourself that something, and when I set out, I didn't set out to do that, but to deny yourself and to be that controlled was not good, and it wasn't sustainable. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy that I'm on my way and doing what I'm doing, and then hopefully, as I say, when I get to goal, I'll just be able to continue to do this and, you know, be fine with it, because I'm just eating like a normal person, if for want of a better way of putting it. But yeah, so, oh shoot, you know, but we live and learn, don't we? Do you know what I mean? If we don't have experiences, we can't learn by them. And, you know, I could be having this conversation again with you in 6 months' time and saying, well, that didn't work. But, you know, it's a suck it and see, isn't it? So that's my breakfast. That's the lid. And it's thickened up quite nicely. So, yeah. And I know that's what... I know I've got my protein in there, 35 grams. There's probably more in there with that, because I added the flax seeds, the chia seeds, the dates. I don't even know if the dates have got protein in. A tiny bit. And that's good. That's why I'm not looking at everything going, how many calories in that? When, you know, what's the protein? Just knowing that I'm aiming for 60 to 80 grams a day. If I have to eat processed food, then, you know, but if I don't get to 60 to 80, then that's fine, because I can't have a life where I'm being dictated. What I'm eating is being dictated by how much protein and all that in it is. Do you know what I mean? This for me is just a really easy breakfast. I like it, but I know that I've got 35 grams of protein in there. So maybe if I have a piece of chicken, or I'm hitting 60, but not without overthinking it and thinking, oh, I haven't got my protein. My protein bars, you know, I think they're 20, so that's 55. Yeah, some might say it's processed food. It's a cheap way of doing it. I'm not really bothered. Do you know what I mean? As long as it suits me, and because it is my journey, and I hope that I can help someone along the way. Do you know what I mean? But if I don't, ultimately, it is about me, and I hope to help people who have had like situations where they overeat because they're that obsessed by food and what's in it and how many calories. I hope to help people, but it is ultimately about me. You know, it's our community, but when I stand on them scales, or when I try a frock on, it's my mental health that's affected by it, isn't it? No one else's. Do you know what I mean? So, and being slim is a big thing for me. Kay and I were talking about it yesterday. She looks fabulous. She's sure she won't mind me saying, she's doing fasting. I'll message her and ask her if I can talk about it. If I can't, you won't see this video. And she's doing like a 24-hour fast, which is amazing. I couldn't do that, but she's smashing it. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes in life we find what suits us, don't we? And if we find our niche, then that's great. There's no way I could go without food for 24 hours, and I'd take my hat off to her. But in the same vein, she wouldn't do a Wegovy. Do you know? So we're all different, aren't we? But within the community, we can all support each other with our highs and with our lows, do you know? And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Not saying, well, I'm doing this, so you should be doing it. Just saying, well, you know, lifting each other up, isn't it? And saying, well, you know, if we're a bit down, or if we're not well, and just like making sure that we're there for each other. So I'm going to go and have this, and then I'm going to get myself a bath and just potter around, get myself ready for the theatre tonight. please God it's okay, this production, not like the last one. I'm praying it is. And then I'm going to walk cease. So I'm going to have some soup for my dinner. I've got that out, that nice soup that I made. And then I've got this as well, which is sort of like a vegetable mix, which isn't, it's like soup, but it's dead thick. So I don't know what I'm going to have with that. I might just have that on a butty. But I don't know, but I'll always be honest. Anyway, I think I've covered everything. I'm going to have my breakfast, get myself ready. Flat's like a bomb's hit it. Who cares? Gavin, no visitors. Main visitor is as baby Thomas is coming because he's got his hands into everything. Anyone else come in, they just see me like this. You know, everyone loves me. But it's messy today. I wash up, tidy up, do a little zhuzh. But, you know, it's like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Home is clean. It's always clean. If it gets a bit messy, that's fine. That's another milestone that I've got through. Everything just has to be perfect. It doesn't. You know, if you want to make a bit of mess in your own home, make a bit of mess in your own home. It's your home, for God's sake. You should be able to make a mess in it. But yeah, little fella's not coming now. Well, coming tomorrow, but not coming to visit. We're just going to the Christmas market, so he won't be here. Tossing him round, you know what I mean? I've got loads of Christmas presents in the bedroom as well. Place is full of them, but yeah. So that's it. Going to have my breakfast. See you after. Bye. Hi, random dinner this is, I swear down. I'm having 2 pieces of bread off that lovely loaf from Asda that I got reduced. And I was going to have soup, wasn't I? No, because I've got this bloody half a pumpkin, haven't I? So, I'm quite looking forward to it. I am a bit of a random eater. Did anyone ever have a mashed butty? Have you ever had a mashed butty? Well, if you haven't, you should try one. Because delicious. So I thought, I'm going to have that with that bit of bread and butter. And I'm just getting my butter out, guys. I'll have my soup tomorrow, I think. I get stuff out the freezer and I don't think it through, do I? You know what I mean? But it's all fun, isn't it? So I thought, you know what? This is what I'm going to have because this is what I fancy, and it just takes me time to back to a time where I used to have hot mash butties when my mum and dad was alive. So there you go. So it's hot mash. It's not a hot mash butty. This might even slice. You know what I mean? So let's have a little look here. You know, oh, I've just had to see out on a walk. It stopped raining. It's lovely out there. Yeah, nice day it's turned out to be. So I'm happy about that. I had a little sauce out, just a little one, only because my sister's partner works for a charity and they take donations of, you know, such as, can you see that? Oh, the daisy. Just give that a little wash. Of coats and stuff like that, you know, for people who are a bit less fortunate than ourselves. And I've got loads of stuff, haven't I? And you know what? So I said to her I'd have a little sort out. So only because I've got a pair of, I don't know how we got onto it, but can you even see what I'm doing here? A movie star I would not make, a film star I would not make. I wasn't going to post today. I put a little note on to say I wasn't going to post, but I decided I wanted to. It's okay to change your mind. Just taking that bit out because it's liable to break my teeth. I'm just going to cut this and see if it'll slice. It's like a little meatloaf. Quite adventurous, aren't I? Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Nice dinner. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. Look at the slices of cheese in there. Oh, see, you can always make a meal out of nothing. Do you know what I mean? You can in Janine's house, anyway. So, I've been sorting out. I knew how we got onto it. I said, do you know anyone who takes socks? Because I've got a drawer full of socks. I've only got one pair of feet. And I've got that many socks. I can't find the socks for the socks. So she said, Tony's charity works for. So I said, right, I said, I've got some other stuff there. So, that's a bit hard. I'm a minger on it. I thought I'm having to sort out 8 coats. Anyway, I'll show you my outfit. Let me just get me standing up on the stool, hold on. It's Marks and Spencer's. I bought it last year. I've never wore it. Wasn't sure whether I liked it, but I like it now. It's dead long with me brownie black boots. And then I'm going to the theatre all night, so I've put this on. I'm not getting changed. I've had my bath and done my hair. It's gone a bit wayward now with the wind outside, but hey ho, there you go. I'm just going to use it up later on with a bit of jewellery. So it's nice though, isn't it? I like it now. Didn't like it. Well, I liked it on the mannequin, and then I got it home and it was umming and ahhing, and I've ummed and ahed about it all year. And then we've had summer, and then Abigail tried it on, I think I said, and she said it needs some gold, Mum. So I've got some gold jewellery, so I'll pop that on after. So there's said dinner. Gonna have a bit of brown sauce. Where's brown sauce? Brown sauce, where art thou? Put that on there like that. And that's it. So, I don't know whether I'll get me tea in time before I get out, or whether I will just have a little snacky later, but I'm sure I'll let you know whatever the outcome. I need to fill my water bottle. I'm doing well on my water today. So yeah, so I've been having a sort out, and I've got loads of stuff there that I might send. I'm not going to get rid of my jeans yet, my little ones. I'm going to say keep them for a little while, but not, if I get to 8.5 and I don't get into them, then they're going, because I'm not going any lower than 8.5 stone, and that's final, doesn't matter, and I'll just donate them to that charity. Do you know what I mean? Because it's for people in need, do you know, and they don't have to pay for them. They come in and it's a swap system, so that's good, isn't it? So yeah, but I'm not ready to let go of them yet. I think the cream skirts as well, I'm not ready to let go. I'm certainly ready to let go. Coats, socks, loads of. I've got loads of underwear as well, bra tops, which are in good nick, but she said because they're underwear you can't. I mean, I wouldn't say knickers, but I thought bra tops might be okay. I don't wear bras, just wear bra tops, don't I? But apparently no, and that's fine. So I'm just having a little sort out, but I'm not going to do much else today. I've had a little zhoosh round, going to spend a bit of time with Cece, eat me lovely dinner, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. Might be a bit off kilter for some people, but going in my belly, so it's fine. And I'll catch you later. As I say, if I don't have tea, I probably will, I don't know. Then I'll have a little something when I come in, a little snacky, but I'll let you know tomorrow. But I'll be back on later to say goodbye. See you later. Hope everyone's having a good day, afternoon or evening. There it is, see what I mean? You must admit, it does look lovely. Oh, so nice. My mouth's watering, guys. Hello. Back to do my tea now. I had a ham butty for my tea, packet of crisps and protein bar, ham and cheese butty, because I was going to the theatre, been to the theatre, come back an hour and a half, absolute crap. I just don't really think how people think they can charge you money to sit and watch a load of, I was going to swear then, but I won't. And then there's another guy, just get a rage, bobbing his head like this. It's like, acting's dreadful, and they're still charging you. It doesn't, oh, anyway, I'm not going to say any more of it. So half time I said to Cal, I can't stay. I said I'm raging. And I just felt myself getting more and more annoyed. Seats dead uncomfy. Oh, I just thought, I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting another 45 minutes, an hour in my life sitting watching crap, which was what it was. It was crap, absolute crap. You know, and you're charging for that anyway. So I said to Cal, "Are you upset?" I said I was sorry, and I said, "Are you upset with me?" And she said no. And I said, "Are you sure?" And she said no. So I asked her. Now, if she was, hopefully she'd said, "Yeah, I am." I said, "You can go back in and I'll sit in the car." But I just can't sit there, guys. I just can't do it anymore. I can't, like, be in situations that I don't want to be in. I've spent so much of my life just nodding my head, and I'm like, no, don't want to do that. I'll probably have no friends left by the end of the year. But so I'm home and in my gym jams, and that's all right. So yeah, I've had my tea. Just can't do it. I've been a walkover, and this is no reflection on Kelly because he was dead understanding. And just sat and done things all my life, just let people treat me like crap all my life, and I'm not doing it anymore. It's like, close the door on it. As soon as it's not working for me, I'm closing the door on it. I've got me and I've got Aussies. That's all I need. So I'm going to continue. I've been watching Trespassers on Channel 4. Really, really good. Set in Northern Ireland in the 70s. Good God. They had it bad. Do you know, I won't get political, but just don't realise, do you? Do you know what I mean? What went on? Do you know? Oh, it's terrible. And I won't spoil it in case anyone wants to watch it, but it's very good. I'm up to episode 5. But yeah, I just raging. And it's like, I've just always suppressed and thought, just sit there. Well, I can't do it. So, and she said she wasn't upset with me, and she didn't seem upset. So yeah, but, you know, I was sorry to Kelly, but couldn't do it. So, I'm home. And I'm going to say, I seem to be more and more taking care of myself, looking after myself, being kind to myself, and loving myself. Good boy, you know, that man that I listened to. He was saying today about, you know, that if you don't be true to yourself, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And I can put up with most things, and I can do things I don't want to do, but I can't sit in an uncomfy chair watching a crap play for another hour with a man in front of me going with his head all the time. So I'm going to say, guys, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, look after yourself, and love yourself. And always give yourself a big, big hug. I feel like I need one tonight, I tell you. Anyway, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Mwah. Raging.